My wife is mad at me. How do I overcome this? My wife and I have been incredibly fortunate. My wife delivered our beautiful baby 10 weeks early at 30 weeks gestation several months ago. Our baby had to spend 2 months in NICU for breathing support, and whilst home still has some ongoing respiratory issues and is under several specialists for monitoring. The reason our baby was delivered early was due to my wife having an incredibly complex pregnancy, which required a lot of specialists to oversee her care, and some of these specialties include cardiology, endocrinology, respiratory, gastroenterology, nephrology, neurology, and genetics. During the 30-week pregnancy, my wife spent approximately 50 days in hospital, whether that was as a block admission or multiple-day admissions. And when she wasn't in hospital, she was seeing a specialist at least once per week, and some weeks we saw up to 5 specialists. All of these specialists were heads of departments for their chosen specialties. This pregnancy was incredibly challenging for my wife, but also for me. We had several near misses of her needing intensive care admission, as well as she narrowly avoided having to deliver earlier than 30 weeks, with fears at one point that she would need to deliver at 24 weeks gestation. Not to mention my wife is still dealing with some of the effects from the medications she had to be on during the pregnancy. Due to how complex her pregnancy was and the level of intervention she required, her obstetrician has advised that there's a very high probability that any subsequent pregnancies would be as complicated, if not worse. Each time my wife wants to discuss having another child, I tell her that I'm not ready to even contemplate having another child. But even if I was the answer, at least now would be no, due to the sheer severity of how unwell my wife became and the mental strain it put on her and I. We both needed a lot of therapy during and post-pregnancy in order to even be functioning. It was the most depressed I had ever been. When I tell my wife that I'm not considering another child at this time, she takes it as a personal attack against her and says that I'm controlling this family and I always know what's best. Has anyone else experienced an incredibly awful pregnancy from either side and struggled with the concept of having another child? What did you end up doing? How did it go, and how are you now? My main goal is to find a way to talk about this topic without my wife getting angry and thinking I'm being unreasonable and controlling for having reservations about having a second child. I'd appreciate anyone's perspective.